More survivors of Tuesday morning's road crash at Gomoa Okyereko on the Accra Cape Coast Highway have started sharing details of how a fuel tanker rammed into their car, killing some passengers, including a baby. It's still unclear the number of people who have died. The Winnipeg Municipal Fire Service Commander says 16 bodies were sent to the morgue. Other first responders also say 6 died on the spot. Maxwell Akbagba reports.
I am at the bus terminal where the driver of the U-turn bus was headed. Here, I've met an executive member of the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, Bob Hagan. He lost his friend, Clement Ejapon, and 2 others. He was at the morgue to see them. He says a dual carriageway for major highways is the solution to the many deaths on Ghana's roads.
The conductor is the one leading the car from Liberia to Ghana. So yesterday he called around 8 o'clock in the morning that he had a label. So when they go through with the custom processing, they decide to even rest for some time. So we are all expecting him latest this morning by even 8 o'clock. That is Clement Japan's body. One leg, one hand, the body has been divided into 2. So it's very painful. It's very, very painful. My brother and friend and colleague died a painful death. I wish him, may the good Lord keep him in the Abraham bosom. But one thing I noticed, our road is single road. If this road is going to be something double road, I think sometimes the way our bus driver was dodging this tanker driver, because the tanker driver misses road, he loses control. So our bus driver, that's Musa, was trying to dodge.
Behind me is the U-turn bus that was involved in the crash being towed away. Even as it is towed away, some residents and colleagues of the people who died in that crash cannot control their emotions here.
One of the people who died in the crash, Clement Ejapon, worked with Babs Transport. Emmanuel Ejapon is the secretary of the company. He says dual carriageways or divided highways save lives.
You know, the road should just be, dual carriage. The Accra Cape Coast Road should be made or should be dual carriage. That is all we want for now. That is exactly what we want. Because, I can't just leave home to feed home and all this happens to me. So our plea to the government is that road, the Accra Cape Coast or Accra to, Accra Cape Coast Road should be dual carriage.
Here at the accident and emergency ward at the Winnipeg Trauma and Specialist Hospital, family members of some of the persons affected by the crash are gathered here, waiting with bated breath for them to be discharged. But right here in the waiting area, you can hear occasional screams of pain as the health personnel here treats the victims of some of them, we're told, have a femur fracture, some of them dislocation of their shoulders, some of them they have dislocation of their hips, some of them have deep lacerations, deep cuts on their faces and other parts of their body.
It's a lot of pain. She had agreed to speak to us earlier, but in this state, I don't know if she will still want to talk to us.
I really remember because I was sleeping. I only saw myself almost on the corner. But people were just stepping on me.
People were stepping on you?
Yeah, people stepping on me because I was sleeping. So I told myself, they who are close. But when they come a man, I know that I was accident.
Binta survived the crash. She says she was asleep when it happened.
I was sitting 2 seats after the driver.
You were sitting 2 seats after
seats after the driver. So I almost fell asleep. I was sleeping. So the bus and the tanker just met face to face. And I just heard the noise. I stand up. When I stand up, I watched. I said, Jesus, accident, I'm dying. So like I came down the bus because one of the side of the bus finished. So I came down, I began to shout, come and help us, come and help us. 6 people die at the same spot. About 3 men and 3 women die at the same spot.
You saw them?
Yeah, I saw them.
Ifutu MP and Deputy Majority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Marke says it is imperative that Ghanaians come together and prioritize the safety of our roads. He's urging the relevant authorities to conduct a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding the crash. He says this will allow for the identification and enforcement measures that will prevent similar incidents in the future.